Up on the feature table is going to be Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow, facing off with Rick Sleeper in a race to 9. Jeanette elected to warm up a little bit. NYC Grind jumping on board to co-produce this, along with many other sponsors like AZ Billiards, live stream news from Facebook, the Tap League, Kings of Vapor, Simonis Cloth, and Aramis Balls. Of course, Lacassi Q's Hybrid, jumping on board also to bring this production forward. Gotham City Technologies, the IT guy to go to. That's GothamCityTechnologies.com. That's Ron Mason's company. If you need any kind of networking or problems with your computer, that's the man to go to. Ron Mason, Gotham City Technologies. And of course, the official shirts and wear for Steinway's Classic and many other tournaments around the metro area and beyond. FA Clothing line. Brian Russell and Little Focus always on board. And this is the match we're about to watch. Jeanette Lee versus Rick Sleeper. Until then, we're on a standby. Let's let the players warm up. And when they are ready, they will give me the signal and we'll get up and rolling.
Table 21, Max Everly and James Stevens. Table 21, Max Everly and James Stevens. And away we go. Jeanette Lee, Rick Sleeper,
About to lag for the break.
27, Zion and Vincent. Frenchie to 27 and Zion 27.
that's fine.
Table 18, Frankie Hernandez, Alaska on 18.
Okay, folks, it's 1-1 here at Steinway Billiards. It's Jeanette Lee and Rick Sleeper playing in this race to 9. The Black Widow at Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. I'm upstate out back in the booth taking care of some technical issues behind the scene. I'm back with you. I plan on staying for the duration. So just bear with us. We're going through some turmoil over here on location. But, you know, without the commentating, you still have the match to watch. And we're just glad everybody is participating in this great event here at Steinway. We're going to get a better look at Jeanette Lee from this view here. We adjusted some camera angles. We widened up the overhead to give you a better view of the players from the sides. We hope you're enjoying the show. We're going to have Mr. Larry Ross step in a little while. In a few minutes, he'll be right back. As Jeanette Lee puts another one on her side of the scoreboard, now leads this match 2-1. Okay, Rick Sleeper coming back up to the table as the crowd starts to gather around Shane Van Boning and Jeremy Sosi's match going on behind us. And it looks like Jeremy Sosi is leading that match 6-3 over Shane Van Boning. He just missed an 8-ball, giving Shane an opportunity to get back to the table. And back to our featured table here. This is Rick Sleeper.
Table 15. Karen Cole on 15, Chris Kopp on 15. Karen Cole and Chris Kopp, table 15.
Did it. I'm trying to figure out how he did it. Oh my God.
All right, Jerry Tarantola from NYC Grind working it. As Jeanette Lee's back up at the table, Larry Ross back in the booth with Upstate Al. It looks like we're in full gear now. We maybe we can get a couple of words from another player as they might stop in later on. But right now, Johnny Archer's a little bit busy.
Get over here, Mike. Couple of words.
Easy, Michael.
Easy match.
We're going to have Mike DeShane come in here,
right,
who actually took down the Ginky Memorial, big event we had last time. What's up, Mike?
Nothing much going on.
What's going on? Everybody's wanted to hear your voice. They knew you were in town. What do you think about that match behind us with Shane Van Boning and Jeremy Sosi?
I think Jeremy just dogged it.
He missed that 8, huh?
Yeah.
Well, can't allow.
You had a chance.
Yeah.
Shane just broke like King Kong and tic-tac-toe and run out the set.
And he's right back in it, huh?
Yeah. Had a chance.
Yeah. So what do you think about the tournament so far?
It's long. It's going to be a long day.
Yeah, that's what.
But it's good. I mean, I always like coming to Steinway. It's definitely a nice place.
Right.
You know,
and we always enjoy
one of our favorite players, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
You know that.
Well, you're one of a lot of, not only ours, a lot of people's favorite players. We try to promote you and get you out as much as possible.
You're one of my favorites. Yeah. You know that.
Absolutely. I mean, you're the new young gun in town, baby.
Yeah.
You know, you're the one.
Getting old.
You're not getting old.
Well, open your eyes. You're falling asleep.
If you're getting old,
go sit this morning.
If you're getting old, I belong in a museum. And where does he belong?
Larry?
I'm a fossil. I'm a fossil.
Vampire.
I'm the guy here. I'm the bones you dig out of the sand.
Meanwhile, Jeanette Lee gets a little feather off of there, and she might have the shot on the 6. Let's take a look. No, maybe no yet.
No, she doesn't.
Can she?
Yeah.
Anyway, Mike,
so did you make the announcement? Did you tell the people that who was playing in the Philippines?
Who? Yeah.
Yeah.
You told everybody?
Yeah, told everyone.
Earl and Shane, right?
No, we told everyone.
No, we know you're going.
Yeah,
Shane backed out on my partner, so I took the first American I thought of, which is Earl.
You got to think of Earl, right?
Yeah, I think that'd be you know what? I don't care how we do over there. It's an experience, and you know, he's a legend, so it's definitely going to be awesome.
By the way, I heard back from Edgar. Edgar Cava is the one that runs the tournament there. I hope I left it on. If I didn't, it's okay. I'll tell you what he said. Yeah.
He said they're the favorites.
Yeah. Edgar, is it safe? Very safe here, man.
Very safe over
I won't be here. There you go.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the trip. I think we're going to go on a little vacation as well after. So
good. Enjoy yourself. You deserve it.
Earl won't go.
No, Earl may not go, but he should go. Actually, he should. He should just loosen up and come out to the island with us. You know,
you want to get back here. I know.
You put Earl in the right environment, and he's capable of doing anything.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
he's a master and a perfectionist.
Go scuba diving and all that jazz. You know, he'll like it. But anyways, I'm done talking.
All right, Michael.
Take care, guys.
Thanks for stopping in.
Good luck later, Mike. Seriously. Good luck.
Yeah, and good luck, Mike. Good luck in the tournament. All right, Mike DeShane stopping in to say hello to everybody. As Rick Sleeper puts another beat on his side of the scoreboard, and it's now 2-2.
I'm going to just stand up here a minute and take a look at what's doing here. No, what's doing here. It's now 6-5
Jeremy Sosi and Shane.
Yeah,
6
a chance to go 7-4. Man, that break.
Well, you know what happened? It was 6-4.
He missed an 8 ball.
And he missed the 8 ball.
Right.
You can't let Shane back at the box. Hey, we'd like to give a big shout out to Lacassi Q's, Gotham City Technologies, the IT guy to go to, the man behind the scenes around the New York area, Ron Mason. And Rick Sleeper back up at the table. It's 2-2 in this race to 9. He crashes him pretty well, too. I got to say, the 1 ball drifting towards the upper right-hand corner and falls. He's got a clean shot on the 2, which rests right there where the 1 ball fell. The problem is getting back position for the 3. The 3-9 on the right side of your monitor at the bottom there. It's going to be a little bit difficult. He might have to elect to play safe off the 3. If he can get back behind it. He's going to have to play this with more finesse than speed just to get the cue ball back in that area. That's what he's going to do. But if he hits this hard, he's got a chance of scratching. Wow. He almost scratched.
Shane just missed the 2 ball.
Okay.
He got good on the 3. Jeremy is kind of, you give him the shot back here. Yeah.
So we'll keep you updated on that score. But this is the feature table.
Jeanette's surveying the acreage over there.
Guys, we are dealing with some technical difficulties behind the scenes, and believe me when I tell you, if I had 8 arms and turned into Octo-Man, would help me right now. But you know, we got this match at hand here, and we got a lot of pool ahead of us. Believe me, it's going to be a late one. This room is packed, jam-packed, not only because it's the weekend. The audience that came, I mean, is North Carolina, Germany, Russia. It's unbelievable how many people traveled to come to this tournament. So we're going to try to stay at hand and stay on this match and update you on the Jeremy Sosi and the Shane Van Bonen match as they proceed in that one also. From here, it looks like it's 6-5, still in favor of Jeremy Sosi. And the match you're watching, of course, the scoreboard is on the screen. It's 2-2. Rick seems like he's more of a deliberate player. There is no time clock unless one player issues it, but he's a little bit more deliberate. Give me 1 second as Mike DeShane wants to ask the question here.
Table 23, Ralph Eckert and Travis McKinney.
I'm back.
And we're glad Linda's got a helping hand from Allison Fisher. We're sorry, you know, some people have pop-up blockers, some people have other things on their computers with antiviruses that might be blocking the pay-per-view every once in a while. So you got to turn off those pop-up blockers. We only had 2 issues so far, and thank God both issues were straightened out. Okay, back to the match.
Back to the match.
This is Jeanette Lee up at the table. There you can see Tony Robles sitting in the background. He's playing Nelson Oliveira from Providence, Rhode Island. As Jeanette Lee is sizing up this 6-ball. It's a long, testy shot. Doesn't look like it goes past the 10. She's going to back cut this into a combination. Now, this is a call shot, call safety rule. So if she's going to go for the 9, she must call it. She can't go for the 9 and, you know, wind up with the cue ball around the 10 or something and blocking a shot for the 6 after that, because then her incoming opponent, which would be Rick, has the option to give it back to her. So it looks like she's definitely... Let's listen in. She's now looking... It looks like she's playing the carom into the 10. I think she called the 10. That's what she did. She played the carom and she made it. As you hear the audience erupt. What a great shot by Jeanette Lee, who now leads this match 3-2. She does play 3-cushion billiards. You know, she comes to the city and she hooks up with Ira Lee and Mikey Kang down there at the Carom Cafe.
No, she plays all games.
Yeah. And you know what? That experience helps, Larry, in every
For sure it
shape
does.
and form.
Score now. Oh, she's up.
Yeah,
Nice.
3-2.
Nice. Well, she has a good career. She had a good career. She's still, you know, active. She had great management. Put her on the management. Put her on the map.
Yeah, absolutely. I seen her on the Orange County
She spent money.
Choppers, the OCC show. I saw her on there too with the Black Widow bike.
She spent money.
Absolutely. And you know what? She's actually going around and she's teaching all the younger children, and she's doing exhibitions.
Very good.
Very active, like you said, very active. Jeanette Lee set up to break here. Leads this match 3-2.
Her husband used to play for me once in a while, George.
George, yeah. George. In fact, George was here with the entire family.
Florida, right?
A couple of days ago. They were here with the entire family, all the children.
She told me I missed them. Right.
Yeah, he's got to get back, with the furniture business and stuff.
Right.
I loved watching George play. And I'll tell you the reason why. He hit every ball with authority, man. If he was banking a ball, it was 900 miles an hour.
Well,
if it was straight in, it was 900. He hit it with that speed.
We used to call him the flamethrower.
Yeah, he hit it with the speed all the time.
We did. I got some old film of him playing in my room, playing Rafael Martinez.
Really?
Yeah. Someday when I feel like sharing it with the world, Al, I'll send you a DVD and you can...
Just do me a favor. Send the whole safe, not only the DVD. All right?
And you can break it up and put it up online if you want.
Yeah,
I'll give you permission for that.
Absolutely you do. Yeah, we got to get their permission, too.
You don't need that permission.
Oh, we don't?
No.
But I need yours.
You need mine. Don't worry about
You're
them.
the producer of that one.
Don't worry about them. There wouldn't be a them if it weren't for a me.
There you go.
No, but seriously, they're all nice people.
Great.
All good people.
I think Jeanette's going to play the 10 ball right down the rail.
Sorry, Al.
That's okay. Right down the rail. Okay, update on Shane and Jeremy Sosi. It's 7-5 in favor of Jeremy Sosi. As you hear Jeanette Lee let out a scream, she can't believe she hit the 2 ball that bad.
I leave out that scream when I get up in the morning and look in the mirror.
I don't blame you, Larry. I'm going to agree with you on this one. Hey, you know what? NYC Grind, the Predator Tour, Tony Robles Predator Tour, and AZB TV getting together to produce this. This is our first pay-per-view, and we just want to let you know that every red cent of this is going right back to Steinway Billiards. We do not make anything on this pay-per-view. Manny and Anna and the crew here have been doing a lot for Pull, and it's just a way of showing appreciation for what they do. As we're watching Rick Sleeper. Oh, he played the carom too. He was playing that 10 ball.
people. Let me just say that once again, nobody does a job like Upstate Al. Nobody.
You know something, Larry? We only try. This is my first experience with this, like I said, with this pay-per-view.
No, I don't use
I always did live streams for free.
Yeah.
But, you know, when an establishment wants to do it in pay-per-view,
Sure.
I didn't know what I was up against. And I'm not patting myself on the back, but
It's tough.
it's work.
It's tough.
Setting all these settings up. And it probably becomes second nature after a while to those that do it quite often.
Yeah.
There are going to be a few more pay-per-views. Of course, we have the Andy Cloth 14.1 Worlds coming up right after the Steinway Classic, which starts on the 4th. And then, I believe I can mention it now, Scott Seminetti out at Castle Billiards has a big event going on with like a $25,000 or $30,000 first place. Don't take that with a grain of salt, but I know it's up there. And that's going to be another pay-per-view that's going to take place in Castle Billiards in the middle of September, I believe. But, you know, after the 14.1 Worlds here, we go up to Providence, Rhode Island for the Eastern State Championships at Snookers. And that's going to be a free stream with 3 tours get together. So, yeah, we're keeping busy. And like I said, I'd rather do them for free. But, you know, when the establishment wants to do a pay-per-view, then all I have to do is set it up for them. So I'm glad that everybody's watching. And as many as I can do for free, I'm going to do it. But, you know, I got to go with the flow as we're watching these pros. I mean, you know, this is such a reasonable price too. You know, it's a 2-day event for $25, which is basically $12.50 a day. You know, to watch these world champions and these pros shoot. Which, you know, if you go out and eat lunch, it'll cost you $20 today. So I think it's fair. I actually consulted with Manny. He asked my input on the price, and he didn't want to make it too high either. So this is what he agreed to do, and it's the way he set it up. So I hope everybody, like I said, is enjoying it. And we do appreciate it, and I'm sure Manny and Steinway appreciates it. He does add a lot of money to the tournament. He deserves to get a little bit back, and if that's the way we could help him, I guess that's what we did. And I'm saying thank you from Steinway as Jeanette Lee puts another one on the board, and now leads 4-2. Back behind me is Shane Van Boning and Jeremy Sosi playing. It is
Jeremy just missed the 4-ball.
Well, you missed the 4-ball.
He got bad on it and missed it.
It's still 7-5. So still back there with Shane and Jeremy. Like I said, it's still 7-5, but Shane's up at the table, and it looks like Shane's going to get out, and it's probably going to be 7-6 in a heartbeat. Mike Davis is here sweating it, and along with many other pros sitting around that table.
I don't know the gentleman really that's playing Jeanette.
His name is Rick Sleeper.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Me personally, I don't know him either.
His game, I mean, I'm not familiar with it.
You know how I thought it was? I was about to walk up to him and pat him on the back and spook him. What's his name that hangs out with Dennis Hatch out of Long Island?
Oh, yeah, it looks
like him, right? What's his name? I forget his name. Justin something, right?
Yeah, Justin, right.
Yeah.
Nice boy also.
Yes, very nice, yes. And if you're watching, I'm sorry I forget your last name. It's been a long day. And it's going to be a long night.
There's a timeout, a break in the game with Jeremy Sosi and Shane Van Boning. And here we have surveillance of the table by Jeanette Lee. Not too good a landing. Although there is some room there, she might have it. I don't think the ball doesn't fit, but maybe she's looking at the 7, but that 5's close to the rail. Liable to get a double kiss trying to play a carom there. Not easy either, that carom. Just put the 5 under the 7, bring the cue straight back. That's all. It's the shot. Nicely done. Jeanette playing another safety. This may go on for a little bit. On the other next on the other table, Shane just broke. The score is 7-6. Jeremy. Shane at the table. He's kind of half safe on the 1 ball. He can't make the ball, so. I can't see from here if he can make it. He maybe he's looking at it like he can. I don't think so. But he's he's a lot better at looking at it than I am. He made the shot. He made the shot, jacked up and everything else. Anyway.
All right, what do we got going on, Mr. Larry Ross? Still 4-2 in this match.
Right. Got a lot of safe play here going on with Jeanette.
Well, that's good.
And Sleeper.
I like that game. Behind the 6 ball, if he's got enough speed. He doesn't. He's going to leave Jeanette a shot on the 5. But the problem here is the getting back for the 6. It looks like she might have maybe a half a pocket. Keep in mind, these pockets are 4.5. Now this is the problem. See, these pockets are 4.5. If he only has a small pocket because of that 7, he's in trouble.
I believe they're 4 3/4.
No, the other ones are 4 3/4. These are the TV table's 4 1/2.
Yeah.
Yeah. John, that's been in the business for 42 years, is a good friend of
He
mine.
measured?
Yeah, he's the one that shimmed them.
No, I know, but I didn't think he made this one 4 1/2. But whatever you say,
That's
is
what he
so.
told me.
Right.
Yeah. You all right?
I'm fine.
Don't disagree to agree.
I agree to disagree.
See this 6-ball? You know, he's looking at the 8-ball.
Shane is on the other table. Shane is stuck. He hooked himself behind the 7.
We have a tournament at my house one day.
Getting questions.
Shane is measuring this out because it'll put Jeremy on a hill if he doesn't get there. He's got to hit this ball. Just to keep you informed, it's Shane stuck behind the 7 ball. He hit it and scratched. Well, if Jeremy don't get out here, there have to be an investigation.
Is that the truth? I'm not really paying attention. I'm sweating.
You're following this one.
I'm swallowing. Yeah, I'm swallowing. I looked at your tea and I said I'm swallowing. I'm following the match at hand here, and you're giving us updates from behind the scenes, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
2 for the price of 1. Jeanette lead down. Hard shot, automatic scratch just about because she can't jack up on it too much. You know what I like playing here? I like playing the 6 cross corner and bringing the cue ball down table, close safe. That's what I think she's looking at. She's going to play the safe. If she looks like she might. Oh, maybe she did just call the 6. No, she tried to play the safe. That's the shot. Bring the cue ball down table. And how's the speed? Man, what a beautiful shot. Tough crowd. As you hear a few applauds in the background. What a nice shot that was.
He hooked himself. So.
Ball in hand for Miss Jeanette Lee. 4-2. As the crowd around the Shane Van Boning table is now standing room only.
Yeah, it's
brutal.
He's got the 9-10 left here, Jeremy, to go up good to the hill.
You know, Jeremy being one of the Moscone Cup members now,
one of the
playing, new ones,
yeah.
and then now playing Shane, and he's drawing a big crowd.
Who was also on the Moscone
Yes,
Cup.
yes. Jeanette's going to go inside 3 rails, back for the 8.
It's now hill 6.
Oh, Jeremy's on the hill.
Yeah,
Thank you for
Jeremy's
that
on the
update.
hill.
And it looks like Jeanette's going to get out here. Just play the inside 3 rails right back for the 10. She wound up nudging a 10. Could get in trouble. Still has the shot into the side pocket. It looks like she's got a pretty good angle to do it.
And here we have Snooky in the booth, giving Al a break.
Hey guys.
Good to see you, Snooks.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. Okay, you got to. You gotta.
Score's up to date.
Yeah, keep me up to date here right now. What's going on? So what's going on? We got Jeanette Lee.
And you got Jeanette Lee and Rick Sleeper.
And Rick Sleeper. Okay.
Yeah, nice match, nice match. And I'm also breaking in every so often, commenting on Jeremy and Shane here.
Oh, nice.
Huh? Yeah, the score there is Hill 6 in favor of Jeremy.
Nice. Must have been a nice match. I just walked in, so I need to update myself with everything that's going on. But
I'll only give you when it's down to like the last 2 balls.
is this the right score? 4-2?
Yes, it's 5-2.
Oh, it's 5-2.
It's 5-2 Jeanette.
Okay, let's just.
That's it. No.
Yeah. Let me fix that for a second. It's 2. Sorry, guys. I've just been put into the booth.
Good.
And just want to update you guys on the score.
There you go. 5-2.
So, how's the tournament been going so far?
Been going well. Earl plays very well. You weren't here. He beat Jason 2 or 3.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that, or 4, whatever. And he played another match after that, and he's on the winner's side. And this is a big. Right now. Jeremy's shooting on the 2. It's a big shot. Go ahead, Snook. You
Okay,
take that
so
one.
so we got Jeanette shooting at the 2 at the moment too. No clusters on the table. She's trying to look and see where she's going to get through to get back up top table for that 3 ball. And she did get perfectly between that 5 and 10. Very nicely. I don't see any big problems in this rack. Like I said, there's no clusters. It's just a natural shot straight up and down, just like that for the 4, pardon me.
Jeremy is now, there's 6, 7, 9, 10 left. 6, 7, 9, 10 left. No, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left.
Okay, so Jeanette fell a little shorter than she may have wanted, but she's not in any trouble here, so.
He hit that ball perfectly, Jeremy. Just to let you know, people, he's got the 7, 8, 9, 10 left to beat Shane in this match.
Wow. Yeah, I saw everyone gathered over in this direction.
Yeah, it's packed behind me. You
yeah,
can't see it, but
watch that
there's
match.
standing room only behind here.
As it should be. I like that.
Of course,
Everyone coming out to support the players.
Right.
I think unfortunately I couldn't make it out here earlier.
Right.
I had a prior engagement, so but I definitely made it out for the rest of the tournament.
He got perfect on this ball too. He's on the 9. On the 9. Just got to get easy shot on the 10, and he'll be out.
Okay, so
I
look
find that I'm sorry for breaking in while Jeanette's playing, but I know that's an important match in this tournament.
Jeanette,
he played that a little weak, Jeremy, but he should make it.
Jeanette has to work a little with this cue ball to get back down for this 8 ball. But it's not impossible. She's just weighing out her options at the moment.
And he beat Shane. Jeremy beat Shane. That was a hell of a match. Hell of a match.
She's falling short for this 8 ball. Wow. The reason she was looking, you might have seen that she was pointing at the rail before because she was thinking about shooting that inside English shot, going up and down the rail. Unfortunately, she got a little short on the 8. And now we'll probably elect to play safe.
I'm taking a quick break, people. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Sure, go ahead. Okay, so she has to. She's gonna have to hit this. Oh wow! And by the look of her reaction, you know that she did not get exactly where she wanted to. I believe she was trying to put that 8 ball behind the 9 and leave a tough shot for Rick, but has left him pretty much out. There's really nothing too troublesome here, and he should have an easy ride to the 10 ball. Ooh, saw that little rattle at the end there. All right, so now 5-3, still in favor of Jeanette Lee. So anyone in the area or thinking about coming out to watch live, it's well worth it. I mean, yes, seeing this online is wonderful for those of you who can't come out. But if you can make it out, it is well worth it. The place is jam-packed with people watching. Players are here, and even if some have been eliminated, they're still hanging out, answering questions, and it'd be great to have more people come out.
Jason Shaw, 16.
Definitely
Marco,
a great
16.
tournament to come
Jason
out
Shaw and Marco,
and
16.
support. And of course, we do appreciate anyone who has who is joining us via pay-per-view. Okay. Well, a nice break from Rick, but unfortunately he did not pocket a ball and did leave a very open table for Jeanette and a very nice shot on the 1. So, nice shot off the rail, nice touch of left. Like I said, no big problems here, no clusters. She's just going to shoot this 2 in the side. So you see pretty basics of shots here. Nothing too crazy. She is making sure that she gets the angle she needs. And she'll probably want to just pop this 4 ball in and then go 2 rails or 3 for the 6 ball. And probably come between the 7 and 8. One, 2, and 3. And try to get between the 7 and 8. Wow. She bumped that 7 and just jack up a little bit. She can play the 6 off the rail. She has to kind of masse this and see she's pointing right towards the rail, but she has to masse slightly over the ball If she makes this, it's just natural. Wow. I thought she would get a little deeper. That's been a very nice shot either way. I thought she'd get a little deeper and get to the short rail sooner, but she didn't. And just fortunately, she bumped the 10 the right way that left her a shot instead of getting a kiss into the side. I'm sorry, into the corner pocket scratch. But looks like she's gained control of the table again. See, everything is nice and natural now. And making this 10 ball will put her in the lead. 6-3. Well, she's been in the lead, but she's definitely going further in the lead.
All right, Snooker, fill me in, baby. Upstate Owl, I'm back at you.
Okay, so
What's up?
So we had a nice run out from Jeanette just now. Rick broke and failed to make a ball, but left no clusters. Left Jeanette with a nice out. She went for a 3 rail on the 5 and just slightly hooked herself behind the 7 after bumping it.
Right.
Where she just jacked her cue, massaged, made a nice shot on the 6, got slightly off position because she bumped the 10, but she did play a nice shot, nice pop to the corner, and ran out the rest of the rack. Very nice.
Wow. Big shout out to NYC Grind. Predator jumping on board alongside Gotham City Technologies. FA Clothing Line. Brian Russell on the scene. Jeanette Lee re-racking. So this match is, to me, it's getting a little slower, a little more deliberate. After watching Jason Shaw and Earl, rapid players.
Yeah, I got a little update from Larry because, unfortunately I couldn't make it out here earlier to watch some of the early matches. So, but he's been telling me about, what's been going on. So I'm assuming it all happened at this table, and that's why people are shooting more deliberate.
No, just the players themselves. Jason and Earl, they just rapid fire. If they got a shot, they go at it.
Well, yes, absolutely.
And, this one's just a little more deliberate.
Okay.
But it's all good. That's what we're here for.
Well, it just goes to show you no one, has to go by one set standard. I got to shoot my shot in 5 seconds.
No time clock.
What I mean?
No time clock, right. Unless issued, unless one player complains.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. But, they're Spitfire, them too. So,
yeah.
They shoot their shots in 5-6 seconds.
Okay. For all you Calcutta fans, by popular demand here, we're going to try it out for the first time and see what happens. But tomorrow night, at the players meeting for the World Straight Pool Championships, we're going to do a players auction Calcutta for the 48 players in the World Straight Pool Championships. We're going to try it out. Players meeting is at 8 p.m. and that should last roughly about half an hour. So roughly around 8:30 or immediately following the players meeting, we will do a player auction for the 48 players in the World Straight Pool Championships. And if you're curious who the players are, I'll just announce them real quick.
That's Charlie Williams you hear in the background, and what he's saying is by popular demand,
Jonathan Smith, Hunter Lombardo,
they're going to have a players auction for the 14.1.
Ralph Eckert of Germany, Warren Camp of Philippines, Dennis Spears, David Dea, Mike DeShane, number 2 in the USA, Andre Lackner, Germany. Johnny Archer, Dennis Hatch. Mike Verkoos, Sean Morgan, Tom Gleich. Max Eberly, Jason Shaw, Scotland. Shane Van Boden. Kevin Clark, Jeff Crawford, Earl Haley, Zion Zadi. Corey Brewer will be here. He's on flight from China right now. Mika Immonen, Finland. Bob Abenjan, Michael Yendik, Tony Robles, Charlie Williams, Earl Strickland, Stefan Cohen of France will be here. Joe Landy, Frank Hernandez, Frank Scharbach from Germany, Justin Bergman, Evgeny Salih from Russia, John Schmidt, former world champion street pool, Dan Christian, Tom Boxes, Sean Wilkie, Johnny Fulcher from Scotland, Mike Davis, Darren Appleton, England, Eddie Kwok, Charles Eames, James Heller, Jeremy Sosi, Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow, and the number one seed defending three-time world champion, Dorset Harmon. So we'll do the top cuts tomorrow night, roughly around 8:30. Thank you.
There you have it, Charlie Williams running off some names.
Matt Vigera, table 20.
For the 14.1 tournament that's coming up that starts on the 4th. They elected to have a players auction. And he ran off some of the 48 names that are in that tournament.
Sounds like a great tournament.
Yeah, that's going to take place. Tomorrow is the players auction at 8 o'clock, and Charlie says probably about 8:30 is when they're
going to start.
They're going to start that players auction. So if you guys want to come by tomorrow, feel free. Steinway right now is jam-packed with spectators enjoying all this professional pool that's going on in New York City. Yeah, I'm Upstate Al. I'm sitting in the booth alongside the one and only Snooki. I mean the original Snooki. Forget about the summertime shows. This is the AZB TV Predator Tour and NYC Grind Show, and we got the original Snooki on board. And it's always a pleasure to have Snooki because she can operate the controls. We put her in any position on the production, and she can operate anything. So it's a pleasure to see her all the time. And the gentleman at the bottom of the monitor that you're looking at there is Claude. He's actually a photographer. We're going to see if we can just get him out of the picture there as you watch Simonis.
You've beheaded him.
Beheaded him.
All right, so we had a nice run out by Rick. Nice break.
I have a gentleman off to my left that he wants Upstate Al to get involved with China. To start networking with China. And Miss Allison Fisher of NYC Grind is taking pictures of the giant killer, Jeremy Sosi, with George Textera. You guys might not know George. He is a one-pocket player from Connecticut, now a poker player. So she's going to put those up shortly.
So, Jeremy Sosi, it's a really David and Goliath situation.
Well, he shot good from what I can see, you know, because we were paying attention to this main table, and every time I glanced over, Jeremy was just on a run out. Yeah. And he missed, I think, 2 balls that I witnessed. Other than that, you know, when you play like that, and everybody knows that Shane is a force to be reckoned with.
Does not go unnoticed.
You know.
Does not go unnoticed.
You have to beat Shane.
Yeah. And Larry told me that we might have him come over by the booth and say a few words to us.
Who? Jeremy?
Jeremy. He told me that before. I don't know if we're going to do that now or maybe.
Yeah, we can do it now. Let's see if we can get Jeremy in here for a couple of seconds.
That'd be nice. Get his take on his match and how
we're gonna rig up Jeremy Sosi here real quick because he is one of the Moscone Cup members, and he is a force to be reckoned with. Jeremy Sosi is now on board for a quick commentating or just an interview because he does have a match, and I know you're in deep focus and your concentration you can walk through a cement wall and not even notice it right now. That match, you know, we're witnessing Jeanette Lee, of course.
Yeah.
But we couldn't
Help.
deviate our attention from that match that was going on behind us, along with 200 other people surrounding that table. Now, the only thing that I saw was 2 misses. I saw a miss on the 8, and I saw a miss on the 4. Is that right? Is that the only 2 balls you missed out of the whole set?
Yeah, I missed a bank. I ran into, like, I had an easy out, and I ran into a ball, and I had to bank. You know, I had kind of an easy, like, cross corner bank, but that's not really my strong suit, banking. So
there was three errors in the whole whole set, and you beat them 9-6.
9-6, yeah.
9-6. So out of 15 games, I think, my personal opinion, that's too many mistakes.
It is.
It is. You know who used to say that?
Against him.
Ginky used to say that, right?
Yeah.
2 errors in a race to 7 is too many.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But you're shooting good, and you're in a position to represent the United States in the Moscone Cup, and I couldn't be happier, you know, knowing somebody that I know for a long time getting in that position, man.
Yeah, I've been working real hard on my game at my house, and I think it's paying off. You know, like before I was.
Let me interrupt you just for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you when you used to work in a deli. Okay,
yeah,
and before that,
yeah.
Let's go back many years.
Yeah, I quit for a long time.
I can be a
7
witness
years.
to your game.
Yeah.
I know where your game come from, but the focus that you had, even from the initial day that I saw you, it's still the same.
Yeah.
But probably a lot stronger. So I can tell you one thing: your game's come a long way. That's definitely without saying so.
Yeah, I'm just working on like. You know, I've talked to Dennis Orcolo about like the mental aspect of pool before, and a few other guys, and I'm just trying to work on controlling, you know, my emotions, and like he said, you know, you got to learn how to control your emotions, and my objective here lately, not just here but lately, has been I want to play the way I've been practicing, because I know that when I'm right and I'm practicing, you know, I can do something. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. But there's only one thing that can beat you at the table.
Myself. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
You know that. Now you went on some kind of training exercise with the SEALs or something, or?
Yeah, we went to see their compound out there in Coronado Island.
Right.
And that was real cool. You know, seeing how they train.
What I gathered out of that was becoming a union, becoming a group.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys absorbed out of that? Did that
yeah,
teach
that
you?
was a big lesson that we learned there was, you know.
To become a team, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I really think, you know, we have a good chance this year to get the cup back. You know, everybody thinks it's a weaker team, but I don't agree, you know. If you get 5 guys that really gel with each other and like each other and don't want to let each other down, you know, that's huge.
But that also puts pressure in the background. You know, you don't want to let your team down. How you guys deal with that is on another aspect.
We're going in as the underdogs, so.
Well, I don't think you're going in as the underdogs.
Well,
I think you're going in as the new dogs to bring that trophy back.
Yeah, I mean, but if you ask everybody out there that you know, we're regarded as the underdogs, but that's a good spot to
I know
be,
the rumor that's out there, but that's just a rumor, and you know that works.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to bother me. I like being in that situation. It suits me, you know.
Good.
It makes you fight a little harder, and like the ferocity comes in, and it makes you want to push to say, prove these guys wrong, don't it?
Yeah.
You know what I say, and I said it numerous times as I was commentating on your matches. It's not a rumor, but it's a known fact that when you're going out to England, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going out to?
Blackpool, yeah.
Blackpool. And it's a known fact that the crowd is rowdy. And I always said when I was commentating that watching you grow up and seasoned into a good player, that I don't think anything's going to shake you, man. In other words, when you're out, because it's only you on the table, right? That's the only person that can beat you is you. And I don't see that pressure. I don't see you folding under that pressure. I know I never saw you fold under pressure. Even when you played Johnny Archer in the finals at the Turning Stone a couple of times, I mean, you're killing everybody. So I don't see you folding under that pressure. Now, Justin Bergman, of course, I don't see him either. I think we got a good team. I think Mark Wilson put everybody together the right way. It's a young team.
Yeah.
I remember the Yankees getting the Mets. Remember, they all just started out as one younger team, and all of a sudden they started taking down championships. So I'm looking for the championship. I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you.
Of course. So what else you got to add about that match? You just defeated Shane Van Moning.
Well, first time I've beaten him.
Oh, is that right?
I've played him probably maybe around 12 times, and I was supposed to win probably 7, 8 of them, where I played great in the beginning and had him buried, and then, you know, didn't close, you know, and then it became a mental thing with me and him, and he's the only guy that I feel I have that with, and hopefully today it's
a notch under your belt, right?
You
now you got over that hump.
You broke the ice.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
he's a great player. I mean, you know, I got nothing but respect for him.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
I agree,
know,
100%, and I think that
there's
everybody
nothing
else
worse
does.
than letting yourself down, though. Like in pool, like when you got a guy and you just give it back and give it away. That's the worst. You know, that's the worst feeling in pool for sure.
Yeah, but you learn. You know
I
learned.
I learned all right. Sure. I learned the hard way.
Yeah, well, that's what, you know, this is the game we're into, right? Unfortunately, I mean, somebody has to lose. But when you make it over that
the
that
important
hump,
thing is I didn't, you know, today I told myself I'm not losing again. You know, I've been working too hard. You know, and that's what I kept saying to myself. You know, and
now there was a tournament.
I know what I can do. I just gotta do it. You know.
There was a tournament that I was here recently, and you also snapped that one off.
Yeah, played good.
Yeah, what tournament was that? It was
one of the Predator tournaments here.
One of the Predator tournaments, yeah. So
a couple months ago.
You're snapping everything off, man. I don't want to hold you up, and I don't want to break your concentration. Not that I can. But if you got any more to add, you feel free to add it.
I just want to thank my family for supporting me, and thank my sponsors, Predator and Kamui.
Right.
And hopefully Mark Wilson was tuning in, and
he's not tuning. He's too cheap to watch a pay-per-view. Only kidding, Mark. You're out there.
Hopefully he hears that I beat Shane. You know, that'll be good for my.
I'm sure everyone's going to hear about that.
We know how small the pool world is. Never mind the United States. Well, that match just went across the world in a split second.
Yeah.
You can bet on it.
Yeah. Well.
Well, that's good. Congratulations on that win, and I wish you the best of luck.
Well, Jeremy, you played a very excellent game. I'm very happy to see that you've achieved and went over your hump and broke the ice today.
Yeah.
A very good example of what it's all about when you really want to get something going and achieve something and get out of your own way.
Yeah.
You know, and that's so important in this game, and you're a very good example of that today.
Thank you.
And I congratulate you.
Don't forget the small people when I ask for your autographs, sir.
Never forget about the small people.
Thanks, Jeremy, for standing in, and we appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that was great.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
That was great. We got
I'll tell you a story about Jeremy. I'm not going to mention the other player's name. It happened in a tournament, and Jeremy's opponent said, "Hey, you fouled. You fouled. You didn't hit the ball, or what happened was you didn't get to the rail." And it was like a little medium spat about it. And Jeremy says, "Look, man," he says, the ball hit the rail, and well, make a long story short, the other players stormed out and swearing a couple of times, and he got knocked out of the tournament. That was his second win. They were both playing on the loser's side.
Wow.
And since we record every match, Jeremy, he said, "Al," he says, "I'm 100% sure that the ball hit a rail." He says, "Would you happen to have a replay of it?" I said, "Well, I do record the matches." He says, "Can you do me a favor?" He says, and look at the match when you get a chance and give me a call and let me know if I fouled or if I didn't foul.
Right.
And I went home and watched the match, and he didn't foul. The ball hit the rail. Cleanly hit the rail. And he just wanted to
just confirm.
Confirm it, because he says if I'm wrong, then I got to apologize. He says, but I'm positive that ball hit the rail, and he did. The ball hit the rail. So he's a really, really honest, like a lot of
guy. He's a stand-up
guy.
I've known him for a couple of years myself, and he's a mellow guy and very easy to talk to, and he's really nice guy.
Absolutely. And he actually come back and he won that tournament. He did win that tournament.
Wow.
I said, look, there's a lot of moves out there, different people. Now, you had 4 or 5 people in the audience that were saying that the ball didn't hit a rail.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But, I watched these shows called like Mind Games or something like that.
Brain games.
And like some people don't see the thing that actually happens.
Yeah.
So I had to actually watch the match, and I knew approximately what the score was at the time when it happened.
Right.
So I found it right away, and it was a clean hit. It was a no foul hit.
Wow.
So I'm just pointing out the honesty of him. He wanted to stand corrected if the ball didn't. And anyway, back to this match. Rick Sleeper just made a good hit on the 4 ball.
Yeah, they took a little break a little while ago, which gave us a nice opportunity to get more of an interview out of Jeremy. But these two I've been watching while you were interviewing, and they were at a safety battle for a while. And a kick here and a kick there, and they took a
kick here and a kick there. Here a kick, there a kick.
Everywhere, kick.
It's 6-4, game 11. We're on the 4 ball. I get a kick out of some of those commentators that commentate on the golf matches.
Oh, God.
They happen to be like 500 yards away from the actual shot, and they whisper, wow, what a shot. Well, look more like a golf football. And he said, he's about to putt this.
That's so funny. You're right, though. It's true. They're so far away. I mean, God forbid you make any sigh or any breathe hard.
Now, you and I have been in positions where we were a couple of feet away from that table.
Absolutely.
We had a whisper.
Well, yeah, that's this particular table is a little further than.
Yeah, we're in good position. We can actually talk out loud.
We are close to a speaker, though, so if you guys at home hear some of the announcements going on, I assure you it has all to do with the tournament.
Director.
The tournament director.
He likes to hear his voice.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to wow, I'm amazed at so many people. I mean, I love to see this, by the way.
And this is only the beginning. It's going to get crowded more than this.
Absolutely.
More people are flooding in. There's Bernard from Connecticut.
I see him. I saw him when I walked in.
The only reason he comes down is to buy players in the players auction. And I was standing outside, and Dennis Hatch was like one of the first 2 players to go up in the players auction, and he just parked his car, and I said, hey, Bern, you better get in there. Dennis Hatch already went off the block. He said, what? And he came running across the street.
Just left his car, keys in ignition.
Him and his nephew come flying across the street like, 100-yard dash sprinters, man, in the Olympics. He loves to get involved in the players auction, and they're going to have one tomorrow, and you can bet your sweet bottom dollar that he'll be involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely with Austin Holman coming in. 3-time champion of that.
Yeah, we got killers here today. We got even more killers coming tomorrow.
Ooh. It's unbelievable.
And a lot of people, they'll probably come in too. Some of them who are. We heard Corey Deuel is on a flight in from China.
Yeah,
so
he's got time to make it.
He's got time to make it, so he's not here. But if he does make it sometime this evening, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't pop in and maybe check out the tables.
Yes, yeah.
Because some of these guys were already doing that this week. I shoot at this pool room, so I got to see most of them come in throughout the week, check out the tables, the surroundings, do what players do.
Yeah, well, you know what? I believe it was Oliver Ortman last year. I believe it was last year. And he was like in China or something. I forget where he was. Or he was in Germany. He was in a major event and finished that event, flew right here, literally jumped out of a yellow taxi cab, putting his cue stick together,
Wow.
walking through the door and getting in a straight pool match.
Wow.
Only after, and then of course he was involved with the Hall of Fame banquet and the whole 9 yards. And then after that, flew back out to Germany for another major event. I mean, that's a lot of traveling.
That's a lot of determination and dedication too.
Time zones, I would be in a coma.
My goodness.
But you know what? It comes with the occupation. If this is what you're going to do, and you got the right sponsors behind you, that's what it comes down to.
Absolutely. Well, it's like you said, it's an occupational thing. It's oh, we just saw Jerry T pass by the table there.
Yeah, the Snoop himself on the scene.
On the scene, yeah.
As you could see him there.
Filming Jeanette with her break. Always on the job. He works hard, gets all that great footage for you guys.
That's the gentleman with the camera in his hand. Off to the left side of your monitors, Jerry Tarantola from NYC Grind. That's nycgrind.com, and you can see the logo in the upper right-hand corner. They are co-producing alongside with AZB TV and also Predator Pro-Am Tour, Tony Robles.
On location.
On location. We're going to be here for about approximately 9 days, I believe. Don't ask. I'm just laying back, doing my time.
Listen, you love it.
Oh,
I know you too many
live
years
for it. I
to
live
not
for
say
it.
that.
I live for it. I just wish it wouldn't end. When it comes down to that last half hour and you know it's going to end, and I'm like, oh man, don't end now. Just having too much fun.
And sometimes I've seen you here and you're dead tired.
True.
And you cannot get up to leave. And it's not just because you're dead tired. It's because sometimes there's action that starts off on the side or something outside of the tournament. Someone gets in a match.
That's what happens.
And you like to sweat that too.
I sweat it. I do.
And, but, God bless you. You do what we do.
Well, I stayed up 3 days. The Ginky Memorial, I believe it was. I stayed up 3 days in a row.
And
if it wasn't for the Snookster sitting beside me, believe me, the show wouldn't have went on. She sat in here like the general and took control of the whole 9 yards. And believe me, she sat in here for hours. So I know where to look for help. And believe me, when I get tired. And if Snook is roaming around the pool room, Snook, come on over.
Honey, your eyes lit up like Christmas trees when you saw me just a little while ago.
Absolutely.
I just came in and I was just like, yeah, let's put Snooki in the box.
Well, you know what was happening to me? We had no problems with the pay-per-view, thank God. And then all of a sudden 2 issues came in from Europe.
Oh.
And apparently you have to turn off your pop-up blocker on your device.
I see.
Or else the stream won't work. So I called the production company.
Okay.
And they brought that to my attention, and Allison Fisher made a post about it. And the next thing you know, everybody was okay, so I'm glad that it worked out.
So we're all happy.
We're all happy.
Awesome.
We're all happy. And if anybody's out there, you want to stop by Steinway Billiards, this is the place to be.
All right, so this match, Jeanette just kicked a 4-ball, and it was a good hit. I've been watching while we've been talking. He doesn't have a pocket for this unless he has a bank, but that 7 is in the way. So what do you do here? Is
roll
he
up on the
banking
5.
either roll up on the 5?
Yeah.
I like that idea too.
Roll up on the
just
5.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea too, because he had no bank to the side nor the corner. Because you can say, well, maybe he can bank it to the 9. No, you can't. The 8 is in the way, and the 7 was in the way. 2 blockers there.
Jeanette, you can hear her just call safe.
She
now what
did
she has
call
to do is hit this slow. She's got to hit it just with enough speed to get the 4 on the other side of the 7 and leave the cue ball where the 4 is basically to block.
Or hug up on the 7.
Right, or get closer to 7, even better. But don't overhit it. In other words, don't power hit it.
Right.
Just roll it with enough speed to let the 4 ball hit the rail and bounce back behind the 7.
This is going to be close.
Just slow roll. That's pretty good speed right there, but the cue ball, instead of bumping the 7, escaped.
Yes. Okay. Now, all that he's left with, if he's going to feel a little aggressive, which he's looking at the 4 ball in the side pocket. That's the only pocket he has available, really, that will leave him a favorable shot. With the cue ball up and down the rail, come back for the 5. And he did shoot that in the side and came back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, he did get behind that 10 now. And another kick. There's a lot of kicks in this game.
All right, we're going to have a legend step in the booth.
A living legend.
A living legend is going to step in the booth in about a second as we wire him up like the $7 million man that he is. We'll go right ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Oh, I'm Eddie.
Yeah, I'm Eddie. Give him your name, Eddie. Let me tell you something.
Eddie Medina.
Okay, Eddie Medina. Now listen, if you know anything about cue sticks or you want to buy any kind of cue sticks, this is the man to see. How did he get in touch with you? Got an email address? Some way that anybody can get in touch with you?
Fast 9-ball Eddie at oponline.net.
Fast 9-ball Eddie at what?
Oponline.net. Online.net.
Online.net.
There you go, folks. Any questions about cues, interest in
Now, for that
in
little
purchasing.
plug that I just gave you, it's only $125,000.
Is that it?
That's it. There's no charges after that.
Sold.
This game here is taking a little while, deliberately, being played by both players. Now, Jeanette Lee, if I'm not mistaken, she lost the first match, didn't she?
Yes, somebody told me that she had lost.
Yeah, so this is a B-side match, so that's why it's more deliberate and slower than, being on the A side, you're like wide open. Now you lose, you're out of it. You know what I mean? So you got to slow down and calculate every move.
I think it should be that way all the time.
I
I
agree.
think that when you're on the A side, you should protect your A side.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
it's easier said than done, of course. But
and that sounds like too much information, but it's okay. We accept that.
No, no, but you're in a tournament, and a major tournament like this, and every shot counts, and yeah, there are some people that play a little more, a little more loose, and when it comes to the B side, they might play a little more deliberate, but I do believe that you should be like that from the beginning.
Yeah, that gear should definitely be in place throughout the whole tournament.
Well, I'll tell you, Al, she just finished running out the rack.
Well, she's on the hill
She's
right
on the
now.
hill now.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, I kind of agree with her point of view that
Snooki.
The Snooki's point of view that, I learned from a good friend of mine's world-class player, Ralph Souquet,
Yeah.
who once told me, Ed, when you're ahead, you stay ahead. And you play your game no matter who your opponent is. You don't let up. You don't get soft. You try to focus and bear down and make sure that every shot is important.
Yeah.
So I'm with Snooki 100%. You have to protect the strong side when you're playing strong.
It's true. I mean, how many times? I mean, Eddie, we've been to many tournaments, the same tournaments. Al, you've been around for years, and I know you forever, and you've been around the players. And, how many times do we see a player after they've lost their first match where they're regrouping and all the things that are very important to get back into the match, but even their mentality at the point, it's like, all right, I'm still in it. I'm going to fight now. What do you mean you're going to fight now? You should have had that mentality in the beginning. Not to say that there's anything wrong. Okay, so they lost. It doesn't mean that they played awful or that their opponent played, flawless or got lucky or, any number of things that happens in any match at the time. But, that mentality where they regroup and do all that stuff, I think that should be done prior to the tournament period.
Absolutely.
Well, it's the approach to the table with the same demeanor,
Absolutely.
And you're right.
Now, I think it's fabulous when if you have taken that loss, that you do want to remain positive and say, hey, you know what, they haven't got me out yet. And when they do regroup that way and can come back,
I personally
and sometimes win from the B side.
Listen, I personally think a person on the B side is more dangerous than a person on the A side.
I agree.
I heard rumors, and how true they are, I don't know, but I heard rumors that there were players that actually deliberately got to the B side.
I've heard that also.
Because they would constantly,
But these are also players, Al, that, as you and I know over the years, because I've traveled to, as you and I have both traveled all over this country and seen different tournament formats, is that these are players that, you know, here in the Northeast, for whatever reason, we have a lot of these, what they call single elimination tournaments.
Right.
So they have that mentality built into them that, you know, that it's not that they lose purposely, but they have that, if you know what I'm saying, the single elimination format.
Yeah,
where,
and that could be a positive. That helps
Yeah.
out for sure. You know, it's like you want to sink your teeth into it. You know, you're approaching a kill, you're a lion, and you're staying.
Well,
You know what I mean?
here's the thing: is it's not, and not every tournament is a double elimination tournament. So
Right, that's what Eddie was just saying.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's where that's powerful when you know that you're coming, you know, guns blazing. You know
Now,
what
the
I
other
mean?
thing I want to mention is this. Now, Steinway is definitely, you know, one of the top pool rooms in New York City. I have to say that. But, you know, Gotham City Billiards out there in Brooklyn, in Avenue U, they have all diamond tables. Now, this table here is 4.5-inch pockets. The rest of them are 4 3/4. But you can play on this 4.5-inch pocket table and then go to a diamond table. And let me tell you something. You got to earn it on a diamond table. We all know that.
Oh,
You hit
yeah,
any kind of point on a
absolutely.
diamond table, and that ball is not dropping.
Well, not only that, the rails play different.
Well, going back to what you were saying was, you know, we got to keep our focus like it's a single elimination tournament. You play a lot in that Gotham City Billiards on those diamond tables. It's like going to a different animal when you get on a Brunswick table. Now it looks like a bar table. You know what I mean? It has wider pockets. The cuts are different.
Absolutely.
So good practice on a real tight table or a diamond table. Now, I'm not sponsored by Diamond, or I'm not sponsored by Brunswick either. I don't favor either or. But just from experience, those diamond tables, it seems to produce a better player. And Shane probably attests to that, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. And you know, when I spoke to Shane when he was up and coming.
Nice save. Beautiful
great
save.
shot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut in, but
No,
that was a
that's
beautiful
it's good.
was
We
a
were all
great-
watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
we
a
were
good
all
shot.
watching it. It was a great shot. It was a good save. It looks like Miss Lee's bearing down on this set to close it out. I know her personally from when she first came up here in New York
Table
City.
25, John Schmidt, Mike
and all the
Machine on
struggles
25.
and
John
things that
Schmidt,
she
Mike
went through to
Machine,
become a
25.
top player. And a good friend of mine's John Barton from JB Cases.
Yeah, and I finally got a chance to meet John down in Jersey.
Okay.
Personally, I mean.
Yeah, and he, you know, I was helping him work his booth this year at the Super Billiards Expo.
That's where I met him. I didn't see you down there.
Yeah, I was in his booth.
I seen his wife.
Yeah,
His wife
I was in his booth. And
Okay.
he stayed at my house, actually.
Oh.
You know.
All right.
But the thing is that, you know, he said something very interesting because a couple of these up-and-coming players came and asked him for sponsorship. And I remember when he was doing in-stroke cases, before he went with Fury, that he actually, you know, Janet Lee wanted to get sponsored. But she told him, because she says, I'm going to become the #1 player. And she worked very hard to become the #1 player.
And she's still active, very much active.
She proved her worth.
Yeah.
And to her credit, that's why she became the strongest and most endorsed player on the tour in the last 10 years.
Yeah, she's very active.
You know,
I like what she's doing, putting the young groups together, you know, and going to schools and meeting young people, going to hospitals, going to the services, you know, for our men and women that are overseas. And, you know, it's just unbelievable. She's just active, man.
She's just definitely a good ambassador for the game.
Absolutely.
Nobody could represent
And a
us
sweetheart.
better. Yeah, absolutely.
Sweetheart. I'm not taking anything away from Snooki. She's sitting to my right. If I say anything bad, she's just going to give me a punch right in the jaw.
I'm not. Not until later. No.
No. I'm only kidding. She knows what I think about her, Snooki. So.
Yeah.
But we can't take anything away from Jeanette. You know?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Well,
not.
as you see, she got a ball in hand and she's lined up. Good shot with the 7. She's probably just going to come down table. Try to just put the 8 either in the corner or the side to get out with the 9.
How do you like this? Going into the
Here
side
she comes.
pocket.
Just go right to the side, close it out.
Makes
nice
it a little
and
bit
strong.
easier, huh?
Yeah.
She didn't want to be on that rail. Looks like she might have a little funny angle here. She might have to go above the 9 now.
Maybe.
No, I think she no.
She could roll it up?
No, she can roll. Yeah.
Yeah, she got to go above the 9.
Well, yeah.
Good shot.
It's
Nothing
a
wrong with
natural
that.
shot there.
Sometimes those angles tend to fool us from the
Yeah,
booth here.
this is true.
Just going to drag the cue ball off to the left side and play the 10 in the bottom left-hand corner. Just a little, just kill the rock. That's all.
That's all.
And that should close out the Jeanette Lee and Rick Sleeper match with the pocketing of this 10 ball. I'm not wishing her any bad luck. And she's in dead stroke.
Dead stroke. She's
There you
out.
have it,
Good
folks.
match.
Eddie Medina, we thank you for sitting in here for this one, and you can sit in just about any time you wish, sir.
I will.
And
I will.
Snooki,
Al.
we appreciate you being on board for sure, all the time, as you watch Jerry T. to Snoop at his job. And we're going to get right back with another match. Give us a couple of seconds, guys.
Absolutely.